What's up guys, Guy here, back with a brand new Battlefield video, the first one about any weapons I've done so far. I put in about 15 hours on day one, so I got a pretty good understanding of what's good and what's not. So I'm going to be telling you the top 3 best starter weapons for you when you jump into Battlefield 2042, so you know exactly what to use and what not to use, because there are some guns you really shouldn't be using and there are some that you definitely should be, else you're going to get dominated by the competition. So check them out. Alright, so you might have noticed in the previous little segment that I was hovering over the PP29, and that was not coincidence. This gun is probably the best SMG in the game so far. As you know, you have to unlock all the guns that are behind level caps, and they do not come quickly. So, starter weapons, the PP29, you get quite early. So let's have a quick little look into it. The sights that I use, the standard iron sights, the first hollow you get is probably the best hollow you can get for the gun, so you only need about 30 kills to unlock that attachment. And also the 2 times, just in case you need to tap away at somebody at a little bit longer range. But honestly, the holographic is going to be doing more than you probably need. Let's have a look at ammo. There's 3 different ammo types. You get the standard issue and the subsonic as well. I don't use either of these. I just prefer the high power rounds. For some reason, these guys just dominate, and using any of the rounds just doesn't really fit too well. There's no underbarrel for this gun. Obviously, the magazine doesn't allow for it. Now, let's have a look at the barrel, because I actually use the factory barrel if I'm just playing close quarters, but everything's a bit hectic. The extended barrel if we're just we're free roaming a little bit, and obviously Battlefield's quite a big game, especially 2042. It's a huge game. And then the suppressor if we are trying to sneak our way in firefights with an operator like McKay, where we're getting above enemies and we're getting a big flank on a lot of players. So the PP29 is absolutely insane for anything close quarters and anything that's regarding high density of enemies with a huge magazine in it. You can't really go wrong, and this is what I've been using to get a lot of squad wipes. I've been getting 4, 5, 6, and even 7 pieces with this gun. It just churns out damage at a stupid rate, and its headshot multiplier just feels insane. So definitely give this gun a try when you unlock it, and it is unlocked very early in the game. Alright, the second gun I want to bring to your attention is the DM7. Now, this gun is pretty insane. Now, the assault rifles in the beta were very dominant, and you could spray for quite long distances, pretty accurate and high damage. That's no longer the case. So these marksman rifles are really coming to their own, the DM7 especially. Let's just have a quick look at it. The sights that I run on this, iron sights. Just in case you end up close quarters, you can change to this on the fly. Otherwise, the 2x and the 2.5. I prefer the 2.5, but sometimes just in close range quarters, it's going to be a 2x is a lot better. But apart from that, you don't really want to go too much further than that. The DM7, you do need to hit quite a few bullets, maybe a 2 tap to the head if you're lucky within range. Ammunition, this isn't something I've looked at too much. Close range, 20 bullets. It's really not that much of a trade-off for 5 extra bullets, so I prefer just a standard issue mag. Underbarrel, Cobra grip, just actually what's static, because you're not always moving around with the DM7. You want to be like just picking people off. Yeah, you get actually minus while it's moving, but it's really not that bad as you'd think. So I definitely whip on a Cobra grip for this gun. And for the barrel, you can have the suppressor. I just use the standard barrel. You can put the long range on. I was finding it really wasn't adding too much to the gun. But the suppressor, again, if you're close range, you're trying to keep off the radar, if you've got quite a nasty flank on a team, just having that suppressor, just stick it on quick with the plus functions, and you know you're good to go. So that's why I have the suppressor just ready to go. But very rare do I use it, because when you're using the DM7, usually you're not in too many flanking positions, but occasionally this is Battlefield and it happens. Alright, the last of the 3 starter weapons you need to get a few levels for this one, but again, not too many compared to the rest. The SVK. Now this is very similar to the DM7, however this is more less spam and more accuracy. This is a 2-bullet kill. It comes with the high power mag actually fully attached, and you can go to the factory standard of the 10-round mag, but I prefer the high power 6-round mag. For some reason it just seems to dominate. It's 2 taps to the chest and you can fire very quickly, so that's great. I run the 3.5 on this. Like I said, it's a bit more of a beefier weapon rather than a spam weapon, so just high accurate shots. But again, if people are running up close, I've got the holographic sight on there just to basically 2-hit close range if they're trying to chow around the corner, and it dispatches it very quickly. So here you have the standard issue. So you get the rate of fire. It is a 10-round mag, but I prefer the high power mag. That's just me, and I feel like you just do more damage, like quite a lot. And that only says there's a 5 difference, but it actually feels a lot more than that for me. Underbarrel, I've not been running anything on the underbarrel for this, because most of it is just all like either the bipod where you lay down. I'm not a lay down player. I'm a sort of stand up or crouch sort of player. Very rarely lay down. Maybe you could add this just as an option for yourself, but apart from that, you're gonna have to really get quite a few kills to get the Cobra grip. That's what I would put on it. But it's been absolutely amazing without it, so already it's shown its potential there. And for the barrel, I run the long range extended barrel. Yes, you lose the rate of fire, but because you're trying to be accurate, it speeds up the projectile, so you're missing less, you have to lead less, and the bullet drop is less. So it's making those shots a lot easier to hit, and it's a good trade-off. The rate of fire really isn't that big of a deal because we're not using the standard issue mag, we're running the high power mag. So getting those 2 shots at multiple ranges is actually super nice. So that's what I personally run, and it's been pretty dominant, and you're going to see this gun run a lot in a lot of your matches. Alright, so that's it. I'm level 26 after day 1. I'm about to go live pretty much right now to start leveling up again. So this is going to have to be the end of the video. If you do like what you see, if you like the tips, the tricks, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really does help me a lot. And I'll see you out there on the battlefields. Till then.